Hello everyone, good morning, welcome to EduTerrain, and yet again we are going to see the most important MCQs of regular current affairs, second में, that is of yesterday's and day before yesterday's. ठीक है, we have a lag of one day. So here we are, let us start with the session without wasting much time, and before starting the session I would like to highlight one thing. See, I have, there is some power cut issues at my end. तो अगर मैं lights चलाऊँगी तो फिर दिक्कत हो जाएगी. That's the reason I have switched off my camera today. No technical issue, only because of power issues. Backup फिर उतना नहीं ले पाएगा तो फिर हमें बीच सेशन में ये दिक्कत हो जाएगी. So I didn't want that. So without the video itself, but tomorrow it should be okay. So without video itself, we are going to have our class. So let's start the session. So the first question, आज के दिन में at least 4 to 5 questions are from sports section only, and all of them are important. That's the reason I have included all those here. So the first question from the IPL, so I hope you all will answer. Who recently became the second player to hit the most half centuries in a run chase in the Indian Premier League history? Yes, who is the second player? कितना किया? He has achieved 70 runs from 44 balls. And David Warner is the one who is leading this chart with 35 half centuries. So he is the first person, David Warner. And this person is the second person in this. Earlier it was Shikhar Dhawan. Now he has surpassed that, and it is none other than Virat Kohli, and he has achieved this milestone during a match against Gujarat Titans very recently, and now he has become the second player to hit the most half centuries in a run chase with 24 half centuries. So here he is, 24 half centuries with 35. David Warner is far ahead, and Shikhar now he stands at 2350 plus scores. Important. Okay, and this was achieved against Gujarat Titans. Moving on to our next question. Who among the following secured a quota for the Paris Olympics in sailing very recently? अलग अलग इसमें उन्होंने किया था. Yes, तो मैंने यहाँ तो आंसर बता ही दिया है. Yes, who is that person or who are that persons? It is Indian sailing game में, I mean Paris Olympics के लिए very recently 2 people have been allotted. एक तो जैन में ही हो गया था विष्णु सरवनन का. Now a couple of days back Netra Kumanan, she has made it to the Paris Olympics with her talent. And here she has earned the Olympic quota as a top performer among sailors participating in the Emerging Nations program. Very recently she has participated in that, where she has shown exceptional performance on the international sailing stage, based on which she has been given the Paris Olympics quota for this year. And in Jan the same year, that is this year only, Vishnu Saravanan has secured India's first sailing quota for Paris Olympics at the ILCS 7 Men's World Championships 2024, which were held in Australia. So now these 2 people have made it to the sailing sport from Indian part. The world's largest airport terminal is being constructed at which of the following places? This is the world's largest terminal. This is being constructed. Very recently this was announced by the ruler of this particular place, and he is also the Prime Minister of UAE, and this is being done in Dubai Al Maktoum Airport. Now this would be the largest airport, you can say, in the world, which can handle, it is expected to handle 160 million passengers and 12 million tons of cargo annually. एक्सक्यूज मी, सॉरी. सो हियर फ्रैंकफर्ट में जो सबसे बड़ा एयरपोर्ट है, दैट हैंडल्स ओनली 110 million passengers annually currently. So now that this Dubai airport would surpass that. Estimated cost of this is $34.85 billion, and the approval was announced by Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, who is the ruler of Dubai and also Prime Minister of UAE, and Al Maktoum International Airport, also known as Dubai World Central, which is located in Jebel Ali, Dubai, UAE. That would be having this terminal with 5 runways, and the proposed terminal would be spanning about 7.2 million square feet. Important. Okay, moving on to our next question, again from the sports section. The Indian men's recurve team achieved a groundbreaking victory at the Archery World Cup Stage 1. Why Stage 1? Because this Archery World Cup 2024, it is going to be conducted in 4 stages. So first stage abhi recently hua tha, and India has it stood number 1 in the medal tally board. India stands number 1. So this it has done Indian men's recurve team by clinching a historical gold medal, making their first ever triumph over the reigning world champion South Korean team. This gold medal victory also put an end to a 14-year drought in gold medals for the Indian men's recurve team at the Archery World Cup. Archery में भी कई सारे types होते हैं. One of that is the recurve, and in that one of these group members they have won the gold, making it a historic win for India. The 2 reigning champions South Korea के against. And as I've said earlier also, this particular event it would be conducted in 4 stages, and in this case our team Tarundeep Rai, Mrinal Chauhan, Praveen Jadhav and Dheeraj Bommadevara, these 4 people, men's recurve team has won the gold medal. Now this Archery World Cup Stage 1, it has been organized in Shanghai, China from 23rd to 28th April. Important. And 4 events जैसे ये हो गया है. Next would be 21st to 26th May Yecheon, South Korea, 18th to 23rd June Antalya, Turkey, and 19th to 20th October, which is the 4th stage and the final one, that would be in Tlaxcala in Mexico. Okay, and this is being conducted by World Archery Federation, which is headquartered in Lausanne, Switzerland, and India team has won a total of 8 medals, 5 gold, 2 silver and 1 bronze. एंड उसमें हाईलाइट क्या है, एशियन गेम्स चैम्पियन एंड वर्ल्ड नंबर 1. एक तो ये हाईलाइट है कि मेंस रिकर्व टीम हैज़ वन अ गोल्ड मेडल हियर, एंड अनदर highlight event is Asian Games champion and world number 3 Jyoti Sureka Vennam of Andhra Pradesh. She has won hat-trick of gold in the compound event, that is in the individual compound event, women's team compound and mixed team compound event. Until now she has won 19 medals at the Archery World Cups, including 8 golds, 4 silver and 7 bronze. So this is the medal tally of this Shanghai 2024 Archery World Cup Stage 1, which has been conducted between 23rd to 28th April 2024. And as you can see here, India stands number 1 when it comes to medals. Second is Korea, and there is no third because Spain and China, they are on the same position, so they have been given the 4th rank equal to 4. So India stood number 1 in this. Moving on to our next question. National Council of Applied Economic Research predicted that India's growth rate may exceed how much percentage in financial year 2025? This has been in news 3-4 days से मैं यही बता रही हूँ कि GDP growth forecast are being released by various financial, national and international financial institutions. Please take a note of that. At least एक question तो आता ही है. And yes, it is important to understand where we stand, where we are heading. That also we can understand. Okay, and here this National Council of Applied Economic Research, it has predicted that India makes it 7% in financial year 2025, and these are some other organizations released reports. हमने ये सारे cover किया था. IMF 6.8%, Reserve Bank of India 7%, and National Institute of Public Finance and Policy 7.1%. Almost all of them, they are saying that it would be to the tune of 7%, close to 7%. And financial year 2024 also, we have recorded a growth rate of 7.6% according to the government data. It is a provisional data. So we are expecting or indicating optimistic economic trajectory for our country. Moving on to our next question, again from finance section of the banking awareness. Which surveys will be conducted by the Reserve Bank of India? By the Reserve Bank of India. See, what Reserve Bank of India is doing is, it is going to conduct 2 major surveys. Okay, for obtaining key inputs for the upcoming bi-monthly monetary policy, which is going to be done in July. So for that, they are running surveys in 19 cities. So thereby they want to understand people's views on inflation and the kind of confidence that they have in the policies that are being designed by, especially in the field of finance, by the RBI and the government. So for which they are running 2 surveys, and that is inflation expectation survey of household and consumer confidence survey. Okay, these 2 surveys they are doing, and accordingly when the data arrives, they will be looking into this understanding for the upcoming, not July, it is in June, next bi-monthly monetary policy. There they'll use this data, and this is being conducted in 19 cities to ensure a broad representation. Inflation expectation survey, as the name suggests, they want to understand the assessments on price movements and inflation based on the individual consumption baskets. जैसे एक घर है उनका किस तरह का consumption pattern है and all that. Again, this would be on a sample analysis. And when we talk about consumer confidence survey, it will collect qualitative responses from households regarding their sentiments on various economic aspects like general economic situation, employment scenario kaisa hai, price levels, household income, spending, all this. And these 2 will be conducted in 19 cities. And based on that, they will use that data etc. in the upcoming bi-monthly monetary policy that is going to be taking place from June 5th to 7th, 2024. Okay. Moving on to our next question, again from sports section. Indian parachuter Mona Agarwal clinches gold in women's 10 meters air rifle at the World Shooting Para Sport Tournament. This is a parachuter she is. And in which of the following places was this conducted from 25th April to 1st May? Yesterday only they wound up this session. The World Shooting Para Sport Tournament. Yes, where did it happen? And here she has clinched gold. And Amir Ahmad Bhatt from our army, he has clinched silver medal. Now this has been organized in Changwon, Korea. Okay, it is held in Changwon, Korea, where she has demonstrated prowess. 10-meter air rifle event में women she has won the gold, and silver medal in 25-meter pistol event by our army man Amir Ahmad Bhatt. Moving on to our next question. Which of these following organizations has launched the new global malaria strategy for 2030? Why they have launched this? Very recently on 25th April, we have celebrated, or not celebrated, I should say, observed World Malaria Day. Okay, 2024. So World Malaria Day we have celebrated, and during which this particular organization has launched a new global malaria strategy focusing on 4 key elements of strategy, so that we want to reduce the incidence of malaria, at the same time reduce the impact of malaria, reduction of deaths and all that. for which they have come up with this new strategy with 4 major pillars. क्या है वो अभी discuss करेंगे in detail. This has been done by the World Health Organization. Okay, so here as I've said, global technical strategy, the report exact title is Global Technical Strategy for Malaria 2016-2030, released by WHO. Why? Because it has been seeing lots of deaths estimated in 2022, 6,08,000 deaths attributed to malaria, and 249 million new cases of malaria have been found. But the thing is, 95% of the malaria related deaths and 94% of the cases worldwide, all these are coming from Africa. So वहाँ बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम है. So in order to provide some technical strategy, that is डाटा के साथ भी हम लोग सही से प्लान करेंगे एंड प्रॉपर गाइडलाइंस डेवलप करके कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग करेंगे, तो डेफिनेटली वी शुड बी एबल टू हैव कमांड ओवर दिस एंड रिड्यूस द इंसिडेंस ऑफ मलेरिया एंड द डेथ्स, फॉर विच they have come up with 4 major pillars of strategy. 1. Development of guidelines and benchmarks for malaria control and prevention efforts. एक set of guidelines देंगे तो it would be easy for anyone to follow also. So norms and standards, first pillar. Second pillar, new tools and innovation. Introduction and promotion of innovative strategies and technologies to combat malaria transmission. So here now they'll focus on innovative strategies and tools. Okay, so that malaria transmission can be combated. 3. Strategic information. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि डाटा तो आता है बट सही से उसको एसेस नहीं कर पाते हैं, राइट? सो फॉर विच एम्फसिस वुड बी given on the collection and analyzing the data to inform decision making and assess the impact of the interventions. Not only we will be trying to put forth new steps into decision making, but they'll also assess what result that they are bringing in. And 4th, technical leadership, provision of technical expertise and guidance to support malaria control programs globally. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि a lack of leadership also, it fails to show direction to any program. So this, they are saying that if there is any issues, definitely they'll be looking into in the provision of technical expertise and guidance so that these malaria control programs worldwide can be taken care of. Okay, and as I've said, April 25th को हमने वर्ल्ड मलेरिया डे सेलिब्रेट किया, ऑब्जर्व किया है. एंड द थीम इम्पॉर्टेंट, एक्सलरेटिंग द फाइट अगेंस्ट मलेरिया फॉर ए मोर इक्विटेबल वर्ल्ड. दिस इज द थीम फॉर World Malaria Day 2024. Majorly this is done to create awareness about this disease, how it spreads, what what are the care, what type of care should be taken to avoid this transmission and all that. Moving on to our next question. Very recently RBI ने एक report release किया था. So and in that report it has said that, not report or data release किया था. So it has said that there was a significant uptick in quarterly commercial paper issuance. Now what is this commercial paper issuance? Commercial papers are those, it's like a promissory note. आप ओपन मार्केट से ले सकते, शॉर्ट टर्म लोन्स, इन सिंपलर टर्म्स आई शुड से दे आर शॉर्ट टर्म लोन्स, एंड जो भी इंटरेस्ट उनको पे करना दैट वुड बी डिस्काउंटेड अपफ्रंट. जैसे अगर किसी को फॉर एग्जांपल, बेस्ट एग्जांपल, एक 100 रुपीज़ लेना है मार्केट से शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए, एंड इट वुड बी लाइक ए प्रोमिसरी नोट. दिल से ओके इसके लिए मैं 10 रुपीज़ इंटरेस्ट चार्ज कर रहा हूँ. सो दे विल डिस्काउंट दैट 10 रुपीज़ एंड प्रोवाइड 90 रुपीज़ टू दिस पर्सन हुएवर इज टेकिंग दैट. ओके, शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए ये बेस्ट मेथड रहता है. सो there was significant uptick in quarterly commercial paper issuances according to RBI data, and it is also released the reason for that, why it has happened. Yes, see, in November 2023 RBI has increased the risk weights for loans to NBFCs by 25 basis points. This has made for them bank borrowings little bit costlier. For these NBFCs, the bank borrowing would be costlier. So hence now they started depending on the commercial paper issuance for resources, financial resources. Okay, So here this surge in CP issuance is notable, particularly in the wake of RBI's recent policy adjustment regarding the risk weights on bank loans to higher rated NBFC companies. That is in November 2023, the regulator increased the risk weights for loans to NBFCs by 25 basis points, making bank borrowing more expensive for them. So a single basis point देखा जाए तो 0.01 percentage point में culminate होता है. Okay, so it would be almost 0.25 इंक्रीज, परसेंटेज इंक्रीज, जो बहुत ज़्यादा है क्योंकि ये बहुत हाई वैल्यूज़ में लोन्स उठाते हैं. So risk weights determine the minimum amount of the capital bank need to hold for a particular type of loan. So they have to have this, as a safety measure. Okay. So now that has become dearer to these NBFCs, for which now they are depending on these short-term debt instruments which are unsecured, issued by corporations in the form of a promissory note, and it finances short-term liabilities such as payroll, accounts payable and inventories, and these are issued at a discount from face value at the first itself. It reflects prevailing market interests, whatever that are there. Okay, so for which they are now depending, and CP issuances by NBFCs have reached a 4.5 years high, totaling 1.2 lakh crores during this specified quarter, Jan to March. So Jan-March 2024 में 1.2 lakh crores of commercial paper issuances have been observed. Okay, yes. Moving on to our next question. According to CMS Consumption Report, CMS Infotech is a organization, which is into this research based etc. They have released a report on the ATM cash withdrawals. कौन से state में ज़्यादा हो रहा है, कौन से state में कम हो रहा है, and all that. So here we have seen an increase in the monthly average ATM cash withdrawals in financial year 2024 compared to financial year 2023. Yes. So before giving you the answer, I would like to request you all to please like this session and share this session with your friends as well, so they can also benefit. It seems the ATM withdrawals has surged to rupees 1.43 crores in financial year 2024. Monthly average we are talking about. And it has increased to the tune of 5.51%. And which are those states that have topped here? Consumption hotspots in ATM withdrawals has been observed in northern states Delhi and Uttar Pradesh, southern states Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, and eastern states West Bengal. And metros have witnessed a rise to the tune of 10.37%, followed by semi-urban and rural areas and semi-metros. Public sector banks, 49% of the ATMs are located in metropolitan and urban areas, while 51% of the semi-urban and rural regions. Private, 64% are in metro and urban areas, while only 36% in semi-urban and rural. Okay, and highest average withdrawals has been recorded by Karnataka, followed by Delhi. Okay. So these are some of the important data that you have to see. Yes, now the homework question. So this is all from today, for today from my end. So answer to the homework question. Yesterday I had asked you a question about scores. Scores is nothing but SEBI complaint redress system. ये 2011 में ही launch हुआ था, but now they have come up with some key enhancements or some changes in that. Improvised version of scores only. So complaints on scores can pertain to various issues like on the SEBI Act, Securities Contract Regulation Act, Depositories Act, Regulation of the Companies Act, and they'll take up the complaints and accordingly they'll look into that redresses. And here now few improvements have been done here. One, a standardized timeline of 21 calendar days for resolving investor complaints from the date of receipt. This is done. Automatic routing of complaints to the relevant regulated entity. पहले automatic नहीं था. Designated bodies tasked with monitoring timely redressal. They have now designated bodies also, so that the flow of or the moment of the resolution of that complaint can be done in the smoothest manner. Now this will have a 2-tier review process. The initial review conducted by the designated body. If the investor remains dissatisfied with the resolution provided by the concerned regulated entity, a second review by SEBI can also be done. If the investor, whoever has complained, if he or she is not satisfied with the first review. So all these new initiatives or new improvements have been added to the already developed score, that is SEBI complaint redress system, that is scores. Okay, moving on to our homework question for today. See, African Development Bank is the first international institution to start the sale of the hybrid capital note in Jan 2024. Now this marks the inaugural issuance of this type of financing by any multilateral lender. Okay, this hybrid capital note matlab, rather than issuing only bonds, completely secured bonds or completely unsecured shares, it would be a mix of both. Okay, now taking cue from that, one major one international financial institution, it is poised to become the second institution to offer such an instrument, and it aims to debut a hybrid note on the capital markets this fiscal year, that is 2024-25, with the plans to issue up to $1 billion. This is majorly to pool the resources for itself, so that जो भी उसका काम है, whatever that its work is, that can be done. Okay, so we'll discuss about this in detail in tomorrow's session, or if you can answer that, I'll be more than happy. You can comment in the comment section and give the answer. Yes, and my earnest request is please आप थोड़ा सा मुझे हेल्प कीजिए कि एक EduTerrain ऐसा कोई चैनल है that has been started and they are putting lot of work in helping you with your exam preparation, so that students can come over and help themselves with the content for their exam preparation. So I request you all to please like this session, share this session, and second, please join our Telegram channel or group, whatever. There are two. Okay, group में क्या है, हम लोग openly आराम से discuss कर सकते हैं. Channel में क्या है, one way, keep on sending material and all that. Okay, and if you can join either of that, you'll be getting all the kind of content. And two, please do join our YouTube channel, so that whatever sessions that we are conducting, you won't miss out on anything. Okay, and one more important announcement, since yesterday again we have restarted our classes, क्योंकि बीच में थोड़ा सा break लिया था हमने. We have restarted our classes for the paid courses. ESA का start हो गया है, and as per the schedule we'll start with the ARD also very soon, and we'll try to wind that up as per the study plan earlier. ARD तो थोड़ा सा late होगा, बाकी ESA etc we'll try to cover as per the schedule only. एक आधा दिन इधर उधर हो सकता है, but not more than that. Okay, current affairs also we are completely up to date. 28 में तक कुछ अप्रैल तक मैंने कुछ ऑलरेडी क्विजेस अपलोड कर दिया है, एंड एवरी सैटरडे आई विल बी अपलोडिंग दैट वीक्स क्विजेस, क्योंकि डेली वीक क्विजेस अपलोड करना मतलब थोड़ा सा कुंबरसम हो रहा है. सो फॉर विच व्हाट आई हैव थॉट दैट एवरी सैटरडे उस पर्टिकुलर वीक के जितने भी डेली क्विजेस होते हैं, दैट ऑल बी आई विल बी अपलोडिंग इंडिविजुअली ओनली. ऐसा नहीं है कि ग्रुप में जैसे पहले करती थी वीकली क्विजेस करती थी, बट व्हाट हैपेंड वाज आई गॉट सम रिव्यूज़ ऑन दैट. थोड़ा सा लेंदी हो रहे हैं, एंड स्टूडेंट्स के लिए भी थोड़ा सा दिक्कत है ऐसे अटेम्प्ट करना. ओके, एट ए स्ट्रेच 1 आवर बैठ के या फिर 40 मिनट्स बैठ के, बिकॉज 40 क्वेश्चन एक बार हो रहे थे वीकली में. दैट टू इवन इफ आई हैव डन इन पार्ट्स ऑल्सो, बिकॉज वीकली क्वेश्चन ही हो रहे थे 150 के क्लोज. So 3 to 4 पार्ट्स भी कर रही हैं, तो इट वॉज रियली हेक्टिक. आई कुड कम्प्लीटली अंडरस्टैंड. सो नाउ आई हैव शिफ्टेड दैट टू डेली क्विजेस ओनली. डेली हार्डली आपके 15 क्वेश्चन होंगे एट मैक्स, 12 to 15 or sometimes 18. Okay, so this way it would be helpful for you to revise whatever that you must have done from various sources and also these classes. Okay, तो वो revision आपका हो जाएगा. So that will be really helpful for you also to understand where you stand. So that also we are doing, and बाकी सब तो ARD current affairs, ESA current affairs और all up to date. 15 अप्रैल तक है. अभी मैं 3-4 days में I'll upload till 30th April as well, ARD current affairs and ESA current affairs, because we have already started working on them. So everything is up to date and would be up to date, okay, as per the study plan. So, and we have also restarted our classes. So please have a look at the free material. Lot of free material I have added. जैसे कि ARD में मैंने 4 chapters completely free डाल दिया है. ESA also 4 chapters I have done free. ARD current affairs, ESA current affairs, quizzes. I have put everything, possible, that is in the start 2 months का जो भी content है, that all I have made free. I request you all to please go through that content and understand the kind of quality, and accordingly you can make an informed decision about purchasing or not. That's all together secondary. Okay, and one more important request कि जो भी feedback है, I'll be more than happy to take the feedback. So अगर if you want to give me feedback, you can always leave your comments on the Telegram group or on the app पे होगा तो ज़्यादा easy होगा मुझे resolve करने के लिए अगर कुछ भी है. So please do that. I'll be looking into that, and thank you very much for being so patient. Have a great day ahead. See you all in the afternoon at 4 p.m. on YouTube with ESA Current Affairs. So take care. Bye bye.